Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another JVS movie review. Today we are bringing you the latest from Overbrook Entertainment. Kind of threw me off here with this film called A Life in a Year, starring Jaden Smith, Cara Delevingne, Cuba Gooding Jr., and Nia Long. And here's a quick synopsis on the film. The movie follows 17-year-old Daryn, who finds out that his girlfriend is dying, and he sets out to give her an entire life in her last year left. Now, if you've ever seen Earl and a Dying Girl, it's another movie that is slipping my mind that this is very reminiscent of. You kind of got what you kind of get exactly the direction that this film is attempting to go into here. I'll start off by first saying that Mr. Smith and Cara are great in this movie together. Their chemistry is believable at times. At times it seems awkward as heck, but their chemistry is believable, and that's what propels this movie forward. The story is kind of remedial. It's everything you would expect if you've ever seen a rom-com or if you've ever seen one of these dramatic retellings of losing a loved one. Like it hits and it checks every box humanly possible, one by one, down to Daryn being the preppy kid with the overwhelming father who wants to push him to greatness, and an understanding mother. And he meets this girl who his father thinks is going to derail his plans of greatness. It feels so cheesy at times. And the cheesiness is brought to us by Cuba Gooding Jr., who at this point still manages to overact in everything he does. And in this movie, it is no different. Like, he gives facial expressions that are unnecessary. He gives body language that is unnecessary just to convey the point that he's a father who wants the best for his child. It gets distracting, but the movie really kicks into a smooth gear when we just focus on the two main characters. Once we get to just Carla and Jaden and just their relationship and how everything builds off of his undying, very quick love for her. Like in the film, he falls in love with her almost instantly. And then it's later on revealed to him after a couple of months of dating that she is dying. And then at that point, we do get just the let's live life for its greatest purpose type of thing here. And that's when you get the chemistry. That's when you get the best parts of this film. The film is shot well, but again, it's shot, and I don't mean this in a bad way, it is shot kind of like a Disney Channel movie in a way. At times, just the way the characters react to everything, down to Jaden having the annoying friends who just want high school and sex and all this other stuff. It gets bad with those aspects of it. But the moment, again, the great parts of it is just when them two are together and just them building their relationship. We even get an unnecessary side story of Jaden's character wanting to be a rapper, and Big Sean amazingly takes forefront of the person he wants to rap like. Threw me off a little bit there, but okay. It's not really a necessary part of the story at all. I would have much rather them focus just on their relationship and how everything is going to correlate with her passing away and them attempting to build this quicker life together. If it would have focused more on that, it would have been on par with something like Earl and a Dying Girl. Instead, it's a couple of levels below that because, again, they focus on the wrong things at times. But for a starring vehicle for Jaden Smith, this is exactly what he needed. We haven't really seen the kid since Karate Kid, of him actually starring in the project. And I'm not going to count After Earth because no one should remember that movie. But we haven't really seen anything since Karate Kid. And this is clearly a much more mature character he's playing in this film. And this has promise. This shows his talent level, and that given stronger roles, he could really kill them. This is a really good star vehicle for him and to push him forward as an actor. And you kind of hope after this film that you'll get to see him more in this vein. The emotional aspects of the film, he really pulls off well. And that's extremely hard normally for young actors to be able to pull off those emotional moments well. And he does a great job at it. Granted, at times it does feel like overkill with his emotional reactions, but they always feel sincere. Like you kind of feel his love for her during some of the most heartbreaking scenes that this film has. And it really works. And again, hopefully this branches him off into bigger and greater projects, which is kind of odd considering who his dad is, who's actually the executive producer of this film. So maybe that will help in the future of it working with Jaden and his craft. But as a movie, Life in a Year, out of a possible 10, I'm going to give it a 6 out of 10. It's really a cute, romantic film. I know the premise does not sound romantic to some people, but it is a cute, romantic film, kind of a rom-com drama. And I think this is going to work for lots of people. If you just want to sit with your significant other and just watch a movie of two people or two kids falling in love, this is the movie for you. It's very cute. They even have this saying, and this is not a spoiler, they have the saying in the film when Jaden asks her out on a date, and after he drops her home, he always says, one more, meaning one more date. And she says, begrudgingly, she starts off at first saying, yes, we'll do this one more time. But as the film goes on, it's just a cute little setup for them as their love builds. That every time he drops her off, he always asks one more. It's cheesy, but it really, really works for this type of movie. So, Life in a Year is currently streaming on Amazon Prime. So check it out. Let us know what you think about it. If you enjoyed it, if you think that this is a great star vehicle for Jaden Smith, or if you think this is something no one should ever see again. This has been another JVS movie review. Peace, people.